up, Bo Nation? It's Tago, and I'm back with you with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all a resistance band workout. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all a resistance band workout. So let me explain the different types of resistance band. So if you saw in previous videos, whenever I used the resistance band, I told y'all what the different types of resistance band you can use, but I didn't really go into depth. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all and telling y'all like the different types of resistance band. So the thing about a resistance band is you can use it for resistance or assistance, depending on the size and how thick the resistance band is. So let me grab one show. Alright, so we have two different types of resistance band. So we have this thinner one. You can use this for assistance or resistance. So what I mean by assistance is whenever you're doing, like, for example, push-ups or pull-ups. So yeah, pull-ups. Whenever you're doing pull-ups, you can throw the resistance band over the bar and then you put it through the other side like this, and then you step in it. Whenever you step in it, you're gonna feel really light whenever you start doing pull-ups. It's gonna add assistance whenever you start doing the pull-ups. And for resistance, whenever you're, like, for example, when you're doing push-ups, we're gonna use push-up for example. Whenever you can throw it behind your back like this, put the band behind your back, fingers inside, and then when you go down to do a push-up, when you push up like this, just by doing this, you're gonna feel a lot of resistance whenever you're pushing. And here we have a thicker resistance band. You can use this for assistance also. If you're just starting to do pull-ups or something, you can also throw it over the bar, and then you can step inside and you can put in more reps when you do pull-ups. You can also add a lot of resistance because the thickness. Like I said, depending on the thickness, you can either add resistance or assistance. So for example, with the push-ups again, put it on your back. As you can see, pushing with this one is way harder than pushing with this one because this one is thinner than this one. So I'm really using these two resistance bands so I can show you how to work out with these. Alright, so we're going to be doing a whole body workout starting from our chest, moving on to our shoulders, triceps, biceps, back, and then leg. And also we're going to be doing two exercises for each muscle group. So the first muscle group we're going to work on is chest. Depending on the exercise, it's going to determine whether the resistance band is going to give you assistance or resistance. So for example, if you're doing handstand push-ups and you want to add assistance, then if you want to add resistance, then you should be using this one, the thick one, or the thin one. Both of these will make you have resistance whenever you're doing handstand push-ups. Alright, so the first exercise we're going to do is resistance band push-ups, or just push-ups. So we're going to be adding resistance to these push-ups, and then the next exercise for the same muscle group, which is chest, I'm going to be showing y'all an exercise that you can do just with the resistance band, like a movement that you can do instead of just doing pushing or pulling. So if you don't know how to use the resistance band to do push-ups, grab it, open it, and put your thumb in here in between. Put it over your back, and then put it over like that. Alright. If you can't do normal push-ups, if you can't do regular push-ups, you can always do knee push-ups with the resistance band. So we're going to go for 15 reps. Let's go. Alright, there we have the push-ups. Alright, now let's move on to the next exercise. Alright, the next exercise we're going to do for chest is resistance band flies. So here's what you can do. So you can find a stable pole like this, or just anything. Put the resistance band over, like this. And then put your hand through each side. So, come on. Alright, like this. This is similar to a cable fly, but you're just using resistance band. So let's go. Let's go for 7 reps, or 8 reps. If you want to add more resistance, then you can use the thicker one. Alright, now let's move on to shoulders. Alright, moving on to the next muscle group is shoulders. And the first exercise we're going to do is resistance band shoulder press. So we're going to be adding resistance to this exercise. What we're going to do is we're going to step inside the band. And then it's like the same thing, same concept as a shoulder press, but instead we're using resistance band. And also, whenever you're stepping inside of it, if you want to add more resistance with a thicker one, then you can, whenever you lower down your hands, it's going to make it harder to do the exercise. So we're going to step in it. Bring it up. Push. Alright, we're going to go for 5 reps. Alright, the next exercise we're going to do is resistance band face pulls. So we're going to step in it again, and then we're going to lower our hands, we're going to pull it to our face. This is going to focus on your rear delt. Alright, so let's go 5 reps. Try not to use so much of your back. Couple extra blood. Extra credit. Alright, now let's move on to the next muscle group, triceps. Moving on to triceps, the first exercise we're going to do is diamond push-ups. So same concept with the push-ups, we're just going to be doing it with diamond. Put it over our back like that. Get in diamond position. Alright, let's go 15 reps also. Alright, next exercise we're going to do, tricep extensions. Alright, so instead of having it like your thumb, just your thumb in between, you're going to put your whole entire hand over, except your thumb is going to be outside, so it's going to be switching. Let's go for the tricep extensions. Let's go for 6 reps. This is going to add resistance onto your tricep extensions. It may look like I'm putting a lot of pressure on my neck, but don't worry. It's just resting right here, just above your trap, so it's not going to put too much pressure on your neck. Moving on from triceps, we're going to move on to our biceps. The first exercise we're going to do is pull-ups, or chin-ups. So we're going to throw the resistance band over, and this time we're going to be adding assistance to these. So we're going to be using the thicker one because we just use the thinner one for triceps. So like I said, we're going to pull it down, step inside, and then with the bar and just do a bunch of chin-ups. So since this is going to add assistance to my pull-ups, we're going to do 15 reps. As you guys can tell, this thicker one adds a lot of assistance to your work, to your exercises. So if you're just starting out to do chin-ups, I highly recommend y'all use the thicker resistance band. The second exercise we're going to do for biceps is bicep curls with the resistance band. So we're going to be adding resistance to this exercise. This is going to be really challenging because, like I said, this resistance band is thicker, so it's going to be harder. So we're going to step inside of it, both feet inside. And then we're just going to do curls like you're curling with the dumbbell. Let's go for 6 reps. If this is too hard, you can always use this one, different one. Alright, the first exercise we're going to do for back is pull-ups. So we're going to be adding assistance to this exercise. So throw the band over again, put it on the other side. Since this is a thinner one, it's going to be adding not resistance or assistance. Well, it's going to be adding assistance, but like just not as much as a thinner one, as a thicker one. Step inside. Alright, go for 15 reps as well. Alright, there you have pull-ups. Now let's move on to the next exercise. Moving on to the second exercise, we're going to be doing resistance band back pulls. So we're going to grab the resistance band like this. We're going to pull it back. Whenever it hits your chest, pull back even more, and you can engage more of your back. Alright, so let's go for 8 reps.
Come on, we can't go away. We don't need that.
What you guys really want to focus on when we're doing this exercise is when it hits your chest, pull back even more, like that. You gotta stretch it. This is why it's a resistance band. You can stretch it. This thing is flexible. Alright, now let's move on to the last muscle group, legs. Alright, moving on to the last muscle group, the first exercise we're gonna do is just holding down in a squat position. So we're gonna be this is a thick resistance band, so we're gonna be adding resistance. We're gonna squat, step inside, and then you're gonna spread your legs out like this and hold down in a squat position. This is really you're gonna really feel it in your thighs, in your hamstrings, and your quads. So let's hold this for max. It helps if your legs are shoulder width apart. The reason why this exercise is so good is because the resistance band is forcing you to make your legs more narrow, like this. So it's like this, but the resistance band is forcing your legs to go more in, but you're using your muscles to keep it out. Alright, so the last exercise we're going to do is squats. Step inside of it. Put it over your shoulders. This. Do squats. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go for 15 reps. The reason why I love this exercise so much is because whenever it's around your shoulders, when you go up, the resistance band is forcing you to go back down. So it's going to be even harder to push back up. So you're going to need to use a lot more force. Alright guys, that was the last exercise for the resistance band workout. And I hope y'all enjoyed today's video of me showing y'all a resistance band workout and the different types of resistance band that you can use between these two. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And definitely share this video with a friend who wants to know a resistance band workout and also the different types of resistance band that you can use just between these two. Also, every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Peace out.